So all right, looks like all the systems are go. So let me welcome you again. I'm Michael Newmark. We're at the Public Service Commission hearing, the public session for Superior Water, Light and Power rate case application for test year 2025. So like I said before, welcome everyone. I think a couple of new faces here. So let me repeat. We're here to take public comments today. So it's for people who are not parties or witnesses to the party hearing session. They had their opportunity to participate on Friday. Now we're hearing from the public. So people who are customers, members of the public in general, here to get your opinion on the case. So basic process is pretty simple. Just so you know, I'll take people one at a time and have you come to the chair here, sit down, I'll swear you in, get your name, and you're free to give us your opinion. The trick is you want to fill out one of these forms first and check the yes box where it says speak now, yes. And then return it to the Superior utility staff here or helping me out today. They'll give me the form and then I'll have it here on the table here to be ready for you to give your comment. There's also a couple other ways to comment in writing. You can do it right now. You can write a comment on the back of the form and get more copies of this form and just continue with your written comment. You can make a comment online and the instructions on how to do that are on this form, or mail a comment to us. The deadline for comments in writing is Thursday. So they need to be mailed. We need to receive it in the mail by Thursday, or the online comments closes like at midnight, like 11:59, 59 seconds on Thursday. So you get that much time to file in a comment. Otherwise, we're here right now, so we'll be happy to take your comment. Ground rules, when you come and give your comment, make sure you speak slowly and clearly. Just do a much better job than I am doing, because the court reporter needs to hear what you're saying and get all your ideas down. If we can't hear you, we can't get your comments. So that also means for the conduct in the room, let's be quiet, please. We want everyone to have the right to say their comment and be respectful about it. So if we hear interruptions, even applause or boos, we get boos sometimes. I was at the NTEC hearing too, so I know things can get pretty rowdy, but you know, that's not necessarily the case here. So just please keep your opinions to yourselves. If you're in the audience, your opinion for the speaker, that's what we want. So, so I think we can get started. We have a couple people here, about 4 appearance slips. We have a number of people online. So we're going to take some people in the room first, and then we'll switch to Zoom. Go ahead. Yeah, we can get on the record. So let's take our first comment, although
yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, that was the first person. Okay, so Laura Killian. There you go. I'll give you this mic. Let's have a seat. First, I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Give us your name and comment and speak into the microphone.
Good afternoon.
Can you guys hear?
Good afternoon. My name is Laura Killian. I'm the Elder Benefits Specialist for Douglas County. The EBS program assists residents that are aged 60 and older with a wide range of issues, including Wisconsin energy assistance and utility shutoff issues. I'm here today to discuss how the 18% increase in utility costs will impact our older adults. According to a Keplinger report dated today, inflation presents a challenge for most American households, but it can be particularly pernicious for retirees who live on a fixed income. For that reason, retirees who have signed up for Social Security benefits closely monitor the annual cost of living adjustments in their payments. 14% of those individuals rely on more than Social Security, rely more than 90% of their income, according to an annual AARP analysis. Those seniors may be disappointed by the increases in their benefits for 2025. If the inflation rate remains on track, the annual adjustment will be less than 3%. Still, the cost of living adjustment would fall short of the rate of inflation for retirees' actual costs. Actual costs include rental increases, the costs to maintain their home, car, auto and home rental insurance, personal items, and of course, the costs of food. Inflation and healthcare costs increases Medicare Part B premiums, which cover doctor visits and other outpatient medical care. Most retirees have their Part B premiums automatically deducted from their Social Security payments. So an increase in premiums can diminish the boosts from the cost of living adjustment. In the annual report released in March, Medicare's Board of Trustees predicted that the standard Medicare Part B premium will increase about 5.8% for 2025, from $185 a month to up to $185 a month, up from $174.80 for 2024. The Wisconsin Heating Assistance Program does help low-income seniors with assistance for those that qualify. However, the assistance is limited. In 2024, the assistance was limited to a maximum of $300 per qualifying household. It is not expected that the program will receive additional funding to assist additional households or increase the amount of the assistance per household. We also know that any increase in utility costs for landlords will be passed along to the residents in higher rent in an already low volume, high priced rental market. Thank you for your time in allowing us to speak today and to pass along this information.
Right, thank you very much. I can keep a copy of that. Perfect, thanks. Okay. We're just turning off our ringtones on our phones. It's the good little advice for everybody here. Okay. Oh, that's fine. No harm. All right, so Curtis Lammy. He's the first person, yeah. I don't know, I gotta keep that on, but yeah, fortunately. All right, sir. Whoa. Earthquake, the whole Zoom world. But all right, I'm gonna swear you in. Raise your right hand. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, give us your name and comment.
My name is Curtis Lammy. And I have some comments, maybe some questions for the utility also. And I'm just gonna probably read them verbatim because I'm not a public speaker, but here they are. Amortized to provide for the gradual extinguishment of by contributions to a sinking fund. So I just, if not, people don't know what amortized means, we just got that out of the dictionary. SWP wants the people of Superior to pay for 10 years because of an old gas plant that operated from 1889 to 1904. Not our problem. All of these rate increases will be hard for the average household. Lots of Superior residents are paying higher rent, higher food cost. It looks like SWP came up with lots of excuses of why they need to increase our gas, water, and electric rates. Everything cannot be blamed on inflation. Heck, I make 2% increase in my wage a year, and that doesn't keep up with inflation. That was free. I stand with, okay, I won't say that. I do not understand why the customers of SWP in 2025 are expected to pay for a recovery of an environmental remediation of a manufactured gas plant that SWP owned and operated 120 to 135 years ago, 1889 to 1904. Is this just an industry norm that you have a debt to pay for after over 100 years, or is this some other way to collect money? Why are the customers in 2025 expected to pay for this for 10 years? That's all.
All right, thanks very much. Okay, we have Deb Szymborski. Raise your right hand, you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Absolutely, I do.
There you go, name and comments.
I'm Deb Szymborski.
Now you're gonna speak closer in there so people can hear you.
Deb Szymborski from
It's not
Superior.
working? Oh, so it's a wireless mic. You never know. I don't know. Maybe
Do I have
just,
to push something?
no, just speak a
Oh.
little.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, I'm a lifelong Superior resident. And I don't know if you're aware or not, how long you've been in the area, but we are not a very wealthy community. We have a lot of low-income people, a lot of senior people, fixed incomes. It's very difficult to get by when you're on a fixed income, and every year things go up, but your wage doesn't. I'm nervous.
That's all right. Just take your time.
So my personal situation is I work for a large corporation in the area, and they do not want to pay good living wages. We do not get,
Yeah, something's going. Not sure. Maybe, yeah.
we don't get decent raises. I have in the last 9 years received a 2% raise for, well, I got a 3-year contract. So for the first year, we get a 2% raise. The second year, we get a 1% raise. The third year, we get no percent raise. And this has been for 9 years. So with the cost of inflation, my income is constantly below inflation. Everything goes up but my wage. Inflation goes up how much? It isn't just this particular year. It's been happening for, the last 6 years, 8 years. That prices keep increasing and our wages don't match. It's corporate greed. And that's what I feel Superior Light and Power. It's corporate greed. You can afford to pay for these things without expecting us to go deeper into poverty. There's so many people that can't keep their head above water. So many people can't afford their rent. Like the other gal was saying, that was a lot of my points. So the school board is looking for a referendum. They want to raise our taxes. You want 18% is a lot. So in nine years, I haven't even received 8% in raises. So, I'm at the point where I want to think about retirement and I can't because there's no way I can afford the rent, the medical costs, the food, everything, the utilities are a mainstay of every household, and I don't think people should have to give up buying food to be able to pay for their utilities. I'm on a budget plan. And for me to have to pay $100 more a month, that's a lot. And I think there's something else that you can figure out a roundabout way. It shouldn't be about profits. And I don't think we should have to pay. Everybody wants the little guy to pay for everything, and it's not right. All the costs are being passed down. This is something that's been, why hasn't Superior Light and Power worked on this issue over all these years? And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, gotta do it now, it's big, oh, you should have been doing it all along, saving money like any household would do. You got, okay, I need these repairs, I'm gonna start putting money away, we'll work on this, we'll work on that. It's just common sense. So I think it's a disgrace that you're expecting us to pay for that. And it's, even 1%, 2% is one thing, which I don't think we should have to pay even more, but so, yeah, that's about all I have to say.
Right, well, thanks for your comment.
Oh, I do have one more
Oh,
thing.
go ahead, yeah, the mics start, keep working.
So as far as my point of corporate greed, when you have somebody in charge of a company making a couple $1 million a year in wages, and they get a 7.6% raise, you can imagine how much that is a year. And if you're making $20 an hour and you get a 2% raise, how much is that? It's just not fair. And it's all the people with the money that keep saying raise, raise, raise.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Lori, I think it's Lens? Is that Lands? Lane, okay, sorry. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Now, this is working sometimes. I think maybe you just got to speak really loud into it for some reason. I think it might be shutting off if it doesn't pick up a voice. That could be
I'll
the
try.
problem there. Yeah. So just give it a shot.
My name is Lori Lang. No,
No.
my name is Lori Lang. I'm not a resident of Superior yet. I do close on my house next month. I'm a single mom. And the thought of having to pay a lot in electricity and water is pretty scary for me, moving over here and buying my first house. I don't have any help from my son's dad. I do it all on my own. And I work here for the city. And I'm really hopeful to make Superior my home, but like I said, it's pretty scary to move over here with the thought of the costs going up. And I guess that's all I wanted to say.
Thanks. We're just gonna break for about a second here. I'm gonna try to find an alternate microphone. Internet. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but different cord.
Plug it into this one.
Just don't let the utility people see you doing that. No, I don't wanna do that. It's gotta be another cord. I guess we're gonna have to, all right.
Here. Plug it into this.
Yeah, I know, that's just a no.
Plug that one into the- Or that.
The solar. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, one more chord and I think we're good. Is it loud out there? We kind of like to leave the doors open if we can, so people know we're available. How's this? It's gonna kind of blow you out of the water, I think. All right.
The volume knob on there, that'll turn up music.
Yeah, can people hear me in the back? Is it too loud? Is it- I'm hearing, yeah, okay. All right. Is this better? Good, all right, good. A little reverb on this, you can start a party. All right, so. Let's get back on, and we have Marcia Pratt. There you go, come on up. Clear my stuff out of the way. Times wires work. It's here.
Thank you.
Yep, there we go.
Won't
So
have any trouble hearing me.
I should have checked with you first before we did all this, right? All right, so you know the drill now. I'm gonna swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or it doesn't really matter. So you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I will.
Okay, and name and comment, please.
My name is Marcia Pratt. I live in South Superior. Oh, I still need it. I brought 3 copies of recent bills I got from my utilities. I didn't realize it was the electric too that was gonna go up. So I just printed off my gas and my water bills. And I went through them and I did a little bit of quick math. And as you can see, I'm a senior citizen. I'm disabled. My husband is also senior and we live on a fixed income. After doing the math, figuring this out, what this is going to cost us every year is an additional $300 to possibly $340 a year. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but when you're a senior citizen and you're on a fixed income, that is a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
I also dug up some statistics. In the city of Superior, 13.5% of our population is over the age of 65. So you can count on those people close to retirement or on a fixed income already. Our poverty rate is 13.92%. Many of those people are also on fixed income and can't afford high increases. Because of this increase, my husband and I are going to be impacted. We're going to have to rebudget and refigure out how we're going to either use less electricity, and by the way, I didn't even include the electricity, how we're going to use less electricity, flush the toilet fewer times, do fewer dishes, maybe turn the heat down to 68 in the wintertime. And I don't think that 18% increase is at all a reasonable amount of an increase. Yes, there's been inflation, and yes, we've suffered with higher costs for food and all other things. But I really feel that 18% is way over the top, and there should be an adjustment made. And maybe I think that Superior Water, Power and Light needs to reevaluate what they're doing here. Superior is not a rich town. We have a lot of blue collar workers, and many of those people haven't seen big raises in the years past. So again, I hope that Superior Water, Power and Light will readjust and reevaluate what they're doing with these raises. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much. Okay, so we do have one person on Zoom. And I want to make sure someone that I don't recognize from the public, from either a party or the commission staff. So this person just signed up on Zoom as Becky. And so if you can hear me, I can unmute you now, I think, from where I am, and see if you'd like to make a comment. So let's try that. So, okay, Becky, can you hear me?
I can hear you, and I have no comment. I'm just listening
No
in.
comment? Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, we can get on the record. So we did check with Becky. She had no comment. Okay, so I'll mute her. All right, so we have one more appearance slip for Jim Payne. Before I call you, I did want to mention, so Mayor Payne, you did testify on Friday, and that was your opportunity to make a comment as well. So when we had you on Friday, at Friday's hearing, I did ask if you had anything else to add to your testimony. And you did
Correct.
make a statement, yes.
Yeah, my understanding was we could also speak as citizens but if that testimony is final, I'm fine not testifying.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks. If you're a witness in the party session, I can't have you come in as a member of the public for the public sessions.
Fair enough.
Okay, thanks. All right, so we have all the appearance slips that I've received. We've gone through that list. Anyone else wish to speak at the public session for the afternoon? So we will be meeting back again at 6 p.m. But this will be your chance to comment live in person right now. If you don't make a comment here today, you can come back at 6 and give us your comment at that time. So just giving everyone one more chance if you'd like to speak right now. Anyone? You want to add to your comment? Okay, well, let me take new people first. Anyone else? No? All right, I can recall you. So is it Deb?
Debbie, yep.
Yeah. Come on, back up. You can. So remember, you're still under oath?
Still under oath.
There you go.
So I should have, when I was first up, say thank you to our mayor for being there for his community. He's doing a great job and he's looking out for us. He knows how difficult it is. Like the other lady said, I said, we're not a wealthy community. There's a lot of poverty. People don't have the money. We can't afford things as it is. Certainly can't afford this. And when the other lady, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. When she was talking about having to, look at, how many times you flush the toilet, how many times you do dishes. A lot of people are already doing that because the utilities are so high. I, for one, do that. I do not turn my furnace on until the end of October. It's freezing. I wear 5 layers of clothes, keep moving, keep busy around the house to keep warm because it is so expensive. I am very frugal with my utilities. I unplug everything. I do every little tiny thing I can to save, to keep that down. When I do turn my furnace on, it's at 66. It's still cold. There's nothing more I can do to cut back, on the heat, things like that. Like I say, I do everything I can. I also do the try not to flush the toilet every time. I mean, it might sound gross to you, but this is how people have to live. This is how real people live. Recycling water, anything, you put buckets when your wash machine is on the rinse cycle, you put buckets to catch the water so you can save it to use it for the next wash cycle. There's only so many things you can do to cut back. And I just, again, I think it's a ridiculous amount, and I just don't think it's right. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. So no more slips. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Until then, we'll stand adjourned. Let me just mention again, we still will take written comments up until Thursday, the end of the day, by handing them back to us here, US mail or online. And that's it. So see you back.
So I've already submitted testimony then, but what about city councilors? Would they be able to speak?
Yeah, because anyone else who didn't speak at the party session can speak as an individual and on their own behalf, but not on behalf of the city.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, great. Great. Glad we can clarify that. Yeah, just before we adjourn, I wanted to thank the county as well for letting us use the facility, and it was a great location, and I hope it's worked out for us. Hope it's worked out for everybody else. Thanks very much, and we'll be back at 6 p.m. We're adjourned.
Put it in the